Hello everyone and welcome to another video of Vivek Learns. So in the last video we were solving some of the problems for the patterns of PepCoding level 1. So we had solved 5 problems. So let's continue with the next one. So in this video we will be solving this problem. So let me have this, and the condition here is n is odd. So let me have this pattern here, and we have n is 5. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So what we can do is that we can solve it for n is equals to n by 2, right? What we'll do is that we can have the statement as I minus n by 2 minus I, right? And then we have this another pattern that we have. Let's say I fill in this with these two. So this is kind of a similar pattern, like first we have one space, then we have two spaces, then we have three spaces. So that will be the logic for spaces, and then again we have the logic for stars, okay, which is similar to this one. So let me first try to draw the first half. Okay, pattern 6. Okay, so let's draw the first half. I think we should comment this. The first half will be from I is equals to 0 to I is equals to n by 2 less than equals to n by 2, and the first, this will be n by 2 minus I. So we'll have to print star here. Then we have the logic for spaces. So um, in the first iteration we will have one space. So j is less than equals to I, not this plus one. We have to print space. For the next one again we will have this for loop which is repeated. Let me try to run this. Let's run it for 5. Okay, so we want to have two spaces, right? Yeah. Yes. So 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we get the output for n is less than equals to 5, less than equals to n by 2, which is 5 by 2, which is, so we'll get the output for, sorry, where's the output? Yep, here. But we do get it for only two problems. Okay, what is wrong here then? So when I is equals to 0, 5 by 2 if 2. So for the 0 iteration, this will run, which will print, it should print n is less than equal to, okay, so it should print 3 stars. Less than equals to I means 5 by 2, which is 2 minus 0, okay, plus 0, 1, 2 minus 0 and 1 star, okay. I think it should be less than equal to here. Yep, because when I is equals to 0, we want to print 3 stars, right? So we'll have to start from 0, 1 and 2, right? And then we'll repeat the similar case for the next one. So how do we solve it for the next one? So we have drawn the pattern till here, right? And now we'll see that we have to draw the pattern from here, right? For this half now. So how will we do it? Okay, so the condition here will be I is less than n by 2. Okay, let me copy this. So for the first one, we have to print 2 stars. We don't have to print anything for the one. Okay, so let me start from here, right? I is less than j directly. Okay, so when I is less than j, we don't have to print anything. So for 0th iteration, it won't print. When I is 1, j is 0, it will print 1 star, right? But we want to print 2 stars. Okay, so if we say I is less than equal to, then we'll print 1 star. If we say I plus 1, then it will print 0 less than equals to I plus 1 will print 0 and 1. Like for the first iteration, when I is equals to 0, it will print 0 and 1 star, 2 stars, right? Similar is the case for spaces. So in the first one we print 2 spaces, in the second one we print 1. Okay, so let us try to do this first. How does this pattern look like? So I'll run it for the same input 5. Yep, so 2 stars are printed, then 3 stars are printed. After that 3 stars are printed, yep. So let me have the logic for spaces now. Okay, so when I is equals to 0 and we have to print 2, then 1, right? We have to decrease. So it will be n by 2 minus 1, something like that. Num by 2 minus I. So when I is equals to 0, 2 minus 0, okay, 2 minus 0 is 2. So it will print space for how many times? 0 and 1 times if we remove this less than sign, right? 2 minus 0 is 2, so 0, it will print 0 and 1. Yep, yeah, that's probably it. Let's print it for 5 and we do get our desired output. Let's try it for another input of 7. Yes, So this was about this problem. Let's move on to the next one. So this is the pattern that we have to draw now. Okay, let me copy it here. So we can solve this pattern using the same matrix and the conditions approach. Like for all these elements, the value of I and j are equal. So let me try to have this in pattern 7, where we have two for loops, each one from till num. Yep, yes. From I is equals to 0 to I less than num. Yep. And what condition do we have here? If yeah, what condition do we need to give here? If I is equals to j, then we print the output, correct? Oops, my bad. Yep, we get the output. Let's solve the next one, which is we get here pattern 8. This will be similar to the last one, right? So let me copy this as it is, give it pattern 9, and the only change that we need to do here is we have to change the condition here, like I plus j will be equals to num minus 1. Yep, this works fine. Let's move on to the next one, which is pattern 9. So here we have to print both the diagonals, right? So this is a combination of the last two problems that we had solved, correct? So if I is equals to j, or I plus j is equals to num minus 1, then we have to print star. If input 5, we run it again. Yep, we get the desired output. So this was pattern 9. Let's go over to pattern 10, which is this one. Okay, let's try to solve this. Okay, so how do we solve it? So if you consider this as an, like, what, is there any condition here? Yep, we have n is odd, and for 5 we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get 5 rows. Okay, so let me simplify this, like 1, 2, 3. mm, let's have some other dash, dash, dash. We have 2 and then stars. Then again hyphen, hyphen. And then we have star, hyphen, hyphen, star, hyphen, hyphen, star, hyphen, something like this. Then we have star, hyphen, 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 star. Right, so let's try to figure this out first. So this will be 0 comma 0, 0 comma 1, 0 comma 2, right? So I think we have to write custom if conditions for printing all these stars. So this is 0 comma 2. Okay, this is 0 comma 2 we have to have. Then this is 1 comma 0, 1 comma 1, 1 comma 1, then 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 1, then 1 comma 3. Right, and then at last what we have is 2 comma 0, and then 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4, 2 comma 4. Right, so this is nothing but num by 2, and so we'll have a similar output for this when I is equals to j. Then we'll have to print, right? mm, yeah, and then for this one we'll have I plus j is equals to num minus 1. For this one we'll have I is num by 2, right? Yeah, let's try to code the conditions, because just talking won't help. Welcome to problem 10. Right, so we'll have conditions here. So let's try to print for the upper part first. I is greater than num by 2, num by equal to, let's say, okay, I is less than, right, not greater than. And then what we do is mm, and if j is equals to num by 2, right? Yeah, so this is the first condition. So for all these conditions this will be common. So let me have this here, and then I is equals to j, or what we can have is I plus j is equals to num plus 1, num minus 1, num minus 1, right? Because is 5, I plus j, 3 plus 1 is 4, or is nothing but yeah. And this condition is 2 comma 0, which is j is equals to num by 2, right? I is equals to num by 2, or what is this condition now? J minus I is equals to num by 2. That can be one condition, right? So this is 2, 2 comma 0, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4, right? Let's try to have that J I num by 2. So if we have these conditions, then we need to print star. Otherwise, we will have to print space. Correct. So let me run this for input 5. Oops. We have system.out.print, not println. Yeah. We did not get the expected output. So what is the output do we get? I is less than n by 2, so this is 0 comma 0. So we'll have to print from I is equals to 5 to I is equals to num by 2, right? Because yeah, we'll be iterating from, we are iterating till half. Yeah. Still won't get the desired one. Let's see. I is less than num by 2, and yeah, for this condition will be true always. Correct. Then we'll have to check for other conditions. Like for this, j is less than, and when j is equals to num by 2 and I is equals to num by 2, we'll have to have those conditions. Num by 2 and okay, and I is equals to 0, right? But we don't want to hard code this here. So how do we do it? Let's hard code for only the first run. Okay. So j is equals to num by 2, I is equals to 1 for j is equals to j less than num by 2, and we can have that as a condition. This is the first condition. Let's see the second one. Is less than num by 2 by 2 and I is equals to j. So this was for this one 0 comma 0 0 comma 1, right? Then for the third one we'll have I plus j is okay, that value num by 1 for j greater than num by 2 and right. And what will be the last values? And for this one we'll have to see that j is less than num by 2, right? Condition as well as j is less than num. Yep. And how do we get the last one? Which is j is greater than num by 2. Greater than num by 2, and we still have some error. I think we have an extra brace here. Yep, extra parenthesis. Let us try to run this. Hopefully this works now. And no, it does not. Okay. So for I is equals to 0 and j is equals to num by 2. So it is printing this one at least. But it is also printing this one and this one. Right. So I'll have to make sure how to print it. Like we are getting these extras, right? This one and this one, which we want here, right? G is less than, right? A is greater than number 2, okay. So this problem, this one, it prints the one star which is in the middle. This one, it prints the one which is I is equals to j, which is on the left. The next one, it prints the star which is on the right, correct? And then instead of having these two stars here, they are getting printed up. So let's see what's the issue. For j less than, okay, for j is equals to num by 2, that should be the mm, no, no. For j is equal less than num by 2, So let's say if we don't have these last two conditions, right, we'll get the desired output. Nope, we do not. Okay, so the last two conditions are not having any impact. Yeah, so maybe I'll take this problem as an homework and we'll try to solve this problem in the next one. So see you guys in the next video. Thank you.